You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast.
All right. Welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, in studio HQ with Randy Angston.
Freezing cold Scottsdale.
Yes, it was windy and chilly, a brisk 56 degrees.
Dude, we dropped literally 56 degrees in 1 week.
No, it's great.
It's
Every
beautiful.
year-
It is beautiful, but man, what a shock.
Every year, it's right around Halloween where it just kind of changes on a dime. The air's crispy.
A little frigid.
Crispy.
It's nice.
Yeah,
but,
no, it's great.
but different.
Couple quick announcements to make. We just announced our final CLA workshop for the year for 2020. It's December 3rd and 4th. Next year, we're going to raise the price. So next year, you will pay more than if you get into this workshop, which is this year. So we're going to raise the price up next year. Tons of value. We've actually polled a lot of the CLA people, and they're like, man, this needs to be more.
Well, and it's probably twice what it was when we first
We've
got
been
into
growing
the weeds.
it.
It just continually gets more and more valuable.
And the community is much bigger, and there's more help, and everybody's using it in different ways. So it's just growing and growing. So it's time to put the line in the sand. If you guys want in at this lower 2020 rate, it's going to be December 3rd and 4th. Where do they go?
Winningjim.com/workshop.
Okay, cool. So check that out. The CLA is an automation workshop where we set up your systems for you. You can always jump on a call with Randy, kind of talk over some of the details. He can show you behind the curtain of what it is.
Yeah, I'll go through the build out literally on screen together.
Show you the scoopy scoop. That's it for that. I think I mentioned a couple, maybe 3 or 4 episodes ago, that we decided to invest in ourselves and coaching, and we joined a friend of ours, Todd Brown, somebody that we highly respect. Been used his coaching in the past. He spoke on our Growth Summit, and we just said, you know what, Todd, I think this is the right guy. I've always looked up to Todd. He just thinks differently. He has a mastermind called Top One, and we invested $40,000 to be in that group, and it's so far so good. I mean, we've only been in it 2 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Just happened to fall into their I guess it's quarterly or biannual event, and so today was day 2. Up early, 6 a.m. What is there, about 40 other business owners on there?
Probably about that.
Yeah, we've taken a lot of golden nuggets away, but some of the bigger takeaways that I think overarch not just this mastermind, but being in a collaborative group environment of business owners, could be gym owners. This one as actually other businesses, is just the different lens that everybody looks at, and it's great because they could tell you some of the same things you already knew, but one, it's a refresher, or 2, it's in a different angle, different lens, and you can apply it to your business in different ways. And I think that's very powerful for gym owners that typically entrepreneurs, gym owners included in that, would be you kind of on your own, unless you're part of a franchise. And nothing against a franchise, but from what I understand about franchises, it's a lot of bells and whistles before you sign up, and then once you become a franchisee, then kind of like that support fades away, and you're kind of left on your own anyway.
Sure.
I mean, that's not a knock on anything. I think franchises are great. They've got the systems figured out for you. The branding's all done. There's a lot of benefits, but as far as entrepreneurship and small business ownership, you a lot of times you're left to your own devices.
Sure.
Device. To get shit done, and unless you have somebody to lean on, it's really got to come in from inside. And a lot of us have this internal motivation, but you only know what you know. And if you don't start branching out and looking for individuals and groups and coaches to kind of change your way of thinking, you're only going to just get to a certain point.
Yep.
And so we've joined this group, and man, I'm just blown away. I mean, the level.
Oh,
I think I said it.
did you hear some of the ad spends these people are spending a day?
Oh yeah, it's nothing to them.
$125,000 a month.
Yeah, well, $10,000 a day is their starting price on some of these. That's $300,000. So you know, it is what it is. Everything's an
Absolutely,
ROI.
it's relative, yeah.
It's all relative. But, you know, we're obviously nowhere near the top of this group, and nor did we want to be in the top of this group. This is the right group for us. And, you know, as far as the right group for you as a gym owner, you know, we've got our Iron Circle that's, you know, 400K earners or more per year. We're actually toying with the idea of a, not a lower level, but a beginner's level kind of coaching group or group association for gym owners that haven't quite made it to that point yet.
Yeah, really just kind of peeling back some of the restrictions, right? Like open it up to a little bit more of the niche in general, and really it's like you said, it's kind of like almost like a feeder. It's a way into, you know, changing the business to those serious income levels, that serious revenue generation, and because we've talked about this a long time ago, actually, towards the Fitness Growth Summit. Like as you build your business, like you hit certain set points and certain things happen. I think we were talking about with scaling businesses with Mike.
Things change,
right? At different set points, you have different things that you need to focus on. Things change, and your focus and priorities change over time. And so, you know, you guys and girls that are making the $200,000 and above, it's not that there's any problem with that. It's just a different set of goals for you and things and areas you should be working on than the people sitting at the $400,000 and above mark. So I love this idea, and I mean,
but I'd love to hear what you, as a listener, would you want that? I mean, there's no shortage of business coaching groups for gyms. There's no shortage. I mean, obviously, I get hit with the ads just like you guys get hit with the ads. But who do you trust, right? Can you trust this guy that you never heard of, that, you know, it's all smoke and mirrors, or do you trust, I mean, I guess it's up to you, really. I mean, like, what do you want? Would you want to see this? This is something we've been toying around. It wouldn't just be us. In fact, we were talking in our Iron Circle about bringing the Iron Circle, a couple of those guys leading this new group. I don't know what it would be called, but I think there's a need. We've always kind of shied away from it because that wasn't the direction we wanted to go. But with the help of the Iron Circle, I think it's a kind of a no-brainer, but only if it's needed.
Yeah. And I love the idea. And it reminded me of like the big brothers and sisters club type of thing, right? Like bringing in some of those a little bit more advanced gym owners that have figured out what it takes to get there, to, you know, allow all of us together to provide some support and kind of ascend the group as a whole. I think there's so much more value there than just, you know, one coach kind of running the thing. Yeah,
and we've kind of mapped it out to what it would look like, and it makes a lot of sense. And if I was at that level, that would be where I would want to, like, that would be a group for me.
Absolutely. And you did at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you invested in masterminds along the way too.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah. If you haven't, gym owners, if you're listening to this, and maybe you're 1 year in, maybe you're 10 years into this business, but if you've only done this by yourself, I mean, congratulations, you've gotten this far, but you're really missing out. I mean, I can't say enough about surrounding yourself with like-minded, driven individuals. That is my motto towards growth. The opportunities for growth occur when you are surrounded by driven, like-minded individuals.
Absolutely.
And that you push each other and you lean on each other, and you've got a support system, and you ask a question and 12 people answer you, and it's like all great stuff.
And with that too, everybody's got their expertise. That's the cool thing. So like even in the fitness side, right? When you have a group like our Iron Circle, like everybody has the area of expertise that they bring to the table. And what's cool is when you're part of those groups, it's almost like having all of those people on your team almost working with you to a degree, you know? If we need something, I don't want to say copywritten, but you know, if we've got an idea and we want it kind of articulated a little bit deeper into words, we're going to pull in John. You know, he's great at stuff like that. You know, people obviously come to us all the time for the marketing stuff, but in the group today, everybody had their vertical, you know, in the area of their expertise. And then it was like, oh, I can help you here. You can help me with this. Let's just get together on the side. We'll figure this out for both of our business, and then boom, now both of those businesses just ascended. It's so fast how those things take place. I mean,
it's in real time.
I'm working with a gym owner, one of our clients on the side, about we're about towards Black Friday, getting the list built, getting more people into the list, things like that. In the areas she's struggling with, I know other gym owners excel at, right? So if they were sitting in those seats, they could then exchange those types of services and have those mutually beneficial situations.
Yeah, yeah.
But they don't happen if you don't surround yourself with those people.
I would challenge you listening. I would challenge you to find that group. It doesn't have to be our group. I'm just saying a group that you trust, right? Just put yourself in a new environment, but you have to invest. Like, you have to put money into this group, whatever it is, 300, 500, 1,000. For us, it needed to be 40,000. But that's just what we need to do. That's enough for me to pay attention.
It's
you know what I mean?
The sting is real, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just enough to like, okay, we need to spend time and not just, the guy Anthony today, great point.
Yeah.
He said, you have great shelf esteem.
Yeah,
shelf esteem means when you buy something like a course and you put it on the shelf, you may make you feel better because you got it. But again, if it was cheap enough, too cheap, or if it was something you just got because it was a shiny object and you didn't do anything with it, I mean, you have great shelf esteem, but nothing else, right?
Well, equated to our industry, right? Like, it's the person walking in with the free trial versus the one who just spent $89 for the same trial.
Yeah, you value it more.
You have intent, right? Because you've sacrificed something. That exchange of value took place.
Yeah, and we just launched that podcast episode about that. If you want unlimited leads, offer the whole free membership for free, but don't do that. And I actually got that thing reposted like several times, and people on Instagram were saying like, "This is exactly what I've been saying. It's just somebody said it different, or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, we've known this. You've known this. Back. I won't even mention this other story, but yeah, when it's free, you get a lot of low quality leads. When it's paid, you get less but higher quality leads. It just makes more. I mean, obviously that makes sense, right?
Yeah. I mean, everybody wants to, and that's the thing. People don't understand. Like, your time is going to be spent working with those leads. 200-300 leads. If they never come into your business, they're not worth anything.
Sure.
The time is spent with those that are quality. So you don't have to have 1,000 of them in order to be successful. That doesn't mean anything. I'd rather have 10 people walk into my gym that sign up every month than 100 names on a list that do nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was our take for today, and I thought it was good to kind of talk to everybody about it, because it's growth mode, guys. It's growth or decay, like Randy says. You're either going to move forward or go backwards because everybody else is moving forward. You're not going to ever really stand still. So what are you going to do? We tell you to take action. Do you take action? I want to hear from people that we've spoken to that you've taken action on something, right?
That'd be cool.
Tim, that Black Friday thing, I did it. We took action, and that we made, $30,000. Hey, Tim, that one thing you said, and it was whatever. Give us some feedback. I love to hear this. I don't know why I'm like itchy. I'm getting allergies or something.
Cold weather, I'm telling you. He's all dried up over here already.
Frigid. But yes, if you guys want to get into that workshop is going to be off. We're basically built the heck out of that thing, and now we got a giant support group of other gym owners, and we do support every single Wednesday, by the way. So you're not just one of those things I tell people where it's not like we're going to install this and never talk to you again. No. We're there to support you.
Yep.
And so we're just kicking around some ideas. I figured we'd talk about this group. Tomorrow's our third day in there. It was a 3-day event. And we'll probably take home even more information.
Yeah. Well, there's a big speaker tomorrow too. We got to figure that out.
There's a big speaker, and there's two something they call the $1 million Power Hour, and it's basically, we voted today. There were 6 pitches from people in the group of things that they did in their business that moved the needle big, and we voted on the top 2 to hear from those people, and they're going to teach us tomorrow the things that they did in their business. And we'll probably take that idea and
I was just going to say that's a genius
We'll move
idea.
that into the Iron Circle, and just learning from others' victories, not just mistakes, but victories.
Yeah.
And so there you have it, guys. If you haven't joined a coaching group, give us a holler if you want to chat about ours, but go seek that out and find help. You don't have to be on an island, because especially now, it's tough. Everybody's kind of battling what's going on, and we're not going to hit that hammer or that nail anymore. Things been pounded in. But there's help out there for you. You're not by yourself, and there's great people out there that can help you. And if it's not us, I suggest you find somebody you can trust, and just move forward. Take action, guys. Just do it, right? So that's it for this show. Until next episode, keep changing lives. We'll see you. Bye.